So when I was first diagnosed with colon cancer 20 plus years ago, doctors, nurses, everybody told me I was the only one in the country, maybe even the world, to be diagnosed so young. And I was angry. I wanted to show everybody, well, you can get it when you're my age too. So I started to do what we like to call crazy things to raise awareness. And the first project that I did was called Rolling to Recovery, where I decided I was going to inline skate from Glens Falls, New York, where I'm from, to Colorado, where I'd been going to school when I was having my symptoms. And along the way, before I left, I got an email from a young woman in Little Rock, Arkansas. She said, "Hi, you don't know me, my name's Amanda, and I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer when I was 24. And it was just like that, had a sister. So she and I started this online friendship. We emailed each other pretty frequently. We would talk in chat rooms, things like that. And meeting her was probably the best thing that had happened to me. It hands down was the best thing that happened to me during my cancer journey, because it showed me that I wasn't alone. Fast forward, and I got another email who said, "Hi, you don't know me, my name's Hannah." And she said, my cousin is Amanda, and she hasn't told you this, but her doctors have just given her a couple more months to live. And she basically said, more than anything, my family wants to fly you to Little Rock to meet her in person, because that's her dream, is to be able to meet you. And I didn't think twice. I was on a plane that weekend. I got to meet her in person. It was awesome, and it sucked all at once, because I remember, having all these conversations with her online and just thinking everything's awesome. My life is going along as it is. And I remember her coming down the hall to greet me when I got to the house, and she was just a shell. It was really, really hard to see. And she said, "Molly, I'm really jealous of all the things you're doing to raise awareness of colon cancer. I wish I could do those with you." And right there on the spot, I made a promise that I would continue to do that for both of us. And Amanda died a couple months later. I was angry, I was sad, I was confused, and I wanted to do something that would continue to raise awareness. So at that point, that's when I came up with the idea to build the Colossal Colon, which is this big giant colon that we had built. It says "For Amanda" on the side, and we traveled around the country with it for years, because we wanted to be able to continue to tell Amanda's story. So in 2003, we took this big giant colon on the road. We did a national tour, and at that point, Hannah and I realized we needed to start a nonprofit to fill the void. No one was talking about young people being diagnosed with colon cancer, and that was what we wanted to do, was show this can happen to anyone. So we started the Colon Club, and I was so tired. We'd been on the road for 9 months or something. And I told everybody, "Don't call me, I'm gonna go grab lunch. I just need a little break here." And so I left the tent. We had a big exhibit that went along with Coco. "I'm going to eat my sandwich." I get a call from Hannah. "You gotta come back here. You have to come." I'm like, "I told you, I need a little break. You gotta give me a little rest here. You don't understand. There's a woman here. She drove 3 hours just to meet you. Her name's Erica Kratzer." I remember walking back into the tent and seeing this beautiful, young 20-something woman. So we stood around and kind of chatted about what our plans were. We had just, finished incorporating the Colon Club, and we were going to do these crazy things to raise awareness. And Erica says, "Well, we should do a calendar. We can all show our abdominal scars, and we can tell our stories." And just like that, the calendar was born. So we did our first photo shoot for the calendar in 2004. We did it at my parents' house. It was in the garage. The neighbors let us use their guest houses and things like that. And I remember a point in time during the weekend coming across the porch. We were trying to get everybody ready together to do a group photo. And I came across my mom standing on the porch just crying. I remember stopping, "Mom, what's wrong with you?" And she said, "They told me you were the only one in the country." She's like, "Well, look now." And there was a group of 11 women waiting for me to come down onto the grass to get my photo taken with them. And we had found each other. It was incredible. And that was kind of the moment where we realized that's the important piece of this puzzle, is getting everybody together. It's not just the photos. Photos are awesome, and it's really fun to get your picture taken. But it's about getting these people together who maybe have never met someone like them. It's about finding their Amanda. 20 years later, we've had 200 some odd people come through the doors, and we've had all these people step in and help to make it. It's not just 2 people that put this together anymore. This is so many people involved in what most people who've come through these doors will tell you is a life-changing experience. We've come a long way. And I'm really excited to see the reach that Fight CRC will have. So I'm excited to see the changes. I feel like younger voices are going to step in again and kind of refresh what we started years ago, and it's just going to get better. Amanda would be so proud to know that she was what? You know, I personally am really, really proud to see where this whole thing has gone. It's not just about one person. There's so many people involved now, and what's amazing is people come through the door to be a part of colon camp, and they leave most times inspired to do something. I had no idea all the little raindrops that I was kind of putting down at the time that would then become these ripples that would then, you know, it comes back to you just never know who you're going to affect with your words and with your actions, and I hope that our actions will inspire other people to do that same thing and create their own ripples. Because, I mean, you can't measure it, but we're making huge, huge changes in the world by what we're doing and just by telling our stories.